of sports media. This is Sync Sports.
This is a Sync Broadcasting production.
All right, Sync Sports underway again here this week. I stubbed my toe twice, getting settled into the studio, but that's the way she goes sometimes.
Twice in like 5 minutes, man.
Sometimes there's a little pain involved in broadcasting, in the world of broadcasting.
Yeah, and this is our first video blast too.
Excellent.
Which I'm
Yes,
about,
it
so.
is. Yes,
Mr. Graves, Colin Graves, and Abe Blunt with you. Sync Sports.
So this week in sports, man, we did our predictions actually last weekend. So what's been going on the show? If you have not been tuning in, we've been predicting the NHL playoffs as we go along, and I did fairly well.
You did?
I did fairly well. A bunch of my teams made it through, and my dark horse just got eliminated, which is the Carolina Hurricanes. They were facing off against the beastly Boston Bruins.
There. Yep, and then at the same time, my dark horse got eliminated as well with the San Jose Sharks. So
Yes, dark horse. What do you think's going to happen with Thornton this year, Adam? I think he's going to sign for one more year and have another go at it.
I don't know
if you will.
Yeah, I don't know if San Jose has it in him to make another charge as they did this year, but I would like to see Thornton get the ultimate prize. It would be nice.
Or do you think possibly maybe he'll test the waters?
No, I think he's pretty married to San Jose, so he's going to stick.
Okay.
My thoughts.
Yeah. I think possibly retirement or one more go with the Sharks is probably a high possibility. Yeah. So as we were mentioning, we made our predictions last week of the NHL playoffs, the finals here with the Blues and Boston. Mm-hmm. I got to tell you, after last night, it was Boston was leading. Actually, no, it was tied up 2-2.
Yep.
Going into overtime, and Mr. Abe Blunt here predicted that the Boston Bruins would win in 6.
6, yep.
That's what I got here. And I predicted St. Louis in 7. So I do have to admit, I was sweating bullets a bit last night going into the OT, and I predicted O'Reilly to get the game-winning goal under 7 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was I was really hoping that they would go up 2-0, but now St. Louis gets to go back. They have home ice advantage now, unfortunately. So
yeah, it should be a hell of a ride.
Uphill climb.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It should be an uphill climb for Boston if St. Louis takes the first game in St. Louis. Are you looking forward to possibly hearing Gloria at the end of the series?
No,
Gloria,
that's
Gloria.
As we alluded to in a former podcast, the office staff put forth this video of them kind of performing and dancing along to Gloria, and that's about all I need in my life. I'm good for like the next 10 years, maybe in a decade. Would love to hear Gloria again. I'm good for now.
There you have it, from the horse's mouth.
Yep.
From the horse's mouth. The Edmonton Oilers hiring a coach, and I'll let you take over on this one here. Your thoughts on the Phoenix coach, the old Phoenix coach, David
Tippett.
Tippett, yes. Your thoughts, my friend. You're the Oiler guru.
You know what? I'm excited. I know that a lot of people kind of run
dumbfounded. Does dumbfounded?
No. They just run under the assumption that he's more of a defensive-minded coach, but I think he was just playing the cards he was dealt in Arizona.
Arizona cut. Yes.
Yeah, Phoenix back at the time.
Phoenix back in the day.
Yeah, but when he was hired by Dallas, and this is what I heard during the press conference, is that he was hired for his offensive prowess, and he actually ran the power play. So I think the Oilers will be fine. It's not going to be all tied back down. Connor McDavid will still get his 100+ points. So I think it's a positive step. We're just kind of waiting to see what he's going to do with his assistant coaches. Who's he going to retain? Does he bring in any of his former colleagues? Just to wait and see at this point.
He did mention in his interview, one of his many interviews, I'm sure, that he's going to let the horses run when it comes to Connor McDavid. He wants him to jump up and to play more. He's talking about the more offensive play you have going makes it easier on the defense. Your thoughts on that?
That's exactly how it should go. Like that's how the Oilers are built. They have like such amazing weapons in Draisaitl and McDavid. So to try and alter that or hinder that in any way, shape, or form would be counterintuitive.
I was listening. I just had to
stretch it out.
So yes, no moves on the Calgary Flames front. As predicted. I said that we'll see some pieces moved come June 27th, and July 1st is when the big fishes are set free into the aquatic world, if you will.
Yeah,
the aquatic world. We also got. We'll take a. We're not huge basketball fans by no means.
Nope.
Actually, not even. What was the basketball team in Edmonton that we used to cover on the old program
with AGP, Mr. Andrew Parker?
Andrew Parker, yes, Andrew. If you are watching this, God bless you, man.
Yep.
Get a hold of us. We need a guest.
We do need a guest, but it was the Edmonton Energy.
This is a plea.
Actually, no. They started out as the Edmonton Chill, and that's when one Nick Pato was part of the team.
Nick Pato.
And then they changed. Yeah, they changed to the Edmonton Energy.
Nick, if you're out there, give us a shout.
Need some baseball talk.
Yes, the clock assassin. I'll try to edit that in if we can, so that everybody can hear what I'm talking about. The clock assassin. This gentleman he could kill a clock.
Yeah, I need another war of words with the clock assassin.
The clock assassin. Yes, we got to get him to talk some Blue Jays, and I know he's not a Blue Jays fan, but anyways, back to the Raptors. Possibly get AGP and help us talk some Raptors, because we don't know fuck all about basketball.
We don't, but he would.
We're just two simple Joes running a podcast show out of our building here, which we've founded from scratch.
Yep.
From the bottom up. On the second floor, we have
Sink Tower.
Yes, of course we have the tower, but we also have Randy up there who's helping me predict and help me get acquainted with the game of basketball a little bit more. Although he doesn't know basketball either.
Nope.
No. But that's what makes this sports show so unique, is that you've got two hosts that don't really know fuck all about a lot of sports, but we dabble. We dabble, and we try to bring it front.
Yeah, there is actually a new basketball.
Bring it forefront.
Yeah. There is actually a new basketball team. Gross. There's a new basketball team in Edmonton. Maybe after our commercial break, I'll just do some quick sleuthing. I'll find out that name, but there's a new team, so I'm sure.
Oh, that'd be great. And we've also got in Edmonton here, if you're a local viewer, subscriber, we'll get to those as well here. We've got the Edmonton Prospects who just had their game opener last weekend as well. So we'll dabble with the Prospects, CFL this upcoming summer. So hockey is on the back burner. What are all our media outlet
here in Edmonton?
No, our social media outlets for this program.
So right now the most prominent one is Sync Broadcasting is on Facebook. We're gonna have to launch our Twitter account, but if you want to,
another relaunching,
I gotta find it. I lost the information a long time ago. So, but Abe Blunt, if you want to find my personal Twitter account, that's on Twitter. It's just ABE and Blunt, and then but Facebook, find us.
So the information that was, for Pete's sakes.
We lost our background.
Give
us a quick second to fix that.
Right there.
Early mistakes.
I wonder how long we've lost that for.
Yep.
But anyways, whatever.
The information I quickly tracked it down came to mind. It's the Edmonton Stingers, and they play out of the Edmonton Expo Center, which is right around the same area where K-Days happens in
the heart of the
Edmonton.
city.
Yeah,
the core, or no,
not the core. It's like I don't know what that hunk of town is.
I don't
It's
know
like
Edmonton very well either.
It's like the kidney of Edmonton.
The kidney. That's actually perfect.
Yep.
Kind of down here a bit.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, we also got the Edmonton Eskimos. They played BC for their preseason. Riley sat out, and the Edmonton Eskimos won that first one. I do believe it's 22-7.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It was a good game, a good showing by Trevor Harris.
Yeah, Trevor Harris had did he play two quarters, or did he play just
I think
one?
so. Unfortunately, the game wasn't televised, and I don't listen to the radio so often, so I did a lot of I read what I could off that.
You know what? So let's just continue on here with these summer sports here. The Edmonton Eskimos. Your thoughts on? It's been beautiful weather here the past week, of course, and it's been somewhat beautiful.
It's been fucking hot.
Oh yeah, it has been goddamn hot. It's quite blunt, my friend.
Yeah, sorry.
Quite no
apologies.
No apologies required, man. That's sweet. That's why your name is Abraham Blunt.
It is.
Do you mind Abraham?
Abraham is fine.
Okay, Abraham Blunt.
It's just the name Abe sounds even blunter.
Yeah, more like a more giddy up and go
Yep.
type name.
I don't have time to say my name fully. It's just Blunt.
Abe Blunt. But I enjoy Abraham Blunt. That's it's just
Sounds more distinguished.
yes, it sounds more aggressive, if you will. But what I'd like to know from our viewers or listeners, or however they're tuning into this godforsaken sports show that we've got going here, is should CFL be started like 3 weeks earlier? When I say 3 weeks, I'm including the preseason training camp. 4 weeks. It's just it's at this time of the year. There's the basketball playoffs and the NHL playoffs, but there's enough time in between there to throw in a CFL game once a week.
There is? Yeah, no, it would be nice if the season started no worries, bless you, excuse you. It'd be nice if the season started perhaps in May, and on that token too, it'd be great if we'll get to that, but
Let's take a short break.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Very strange too. Some strange news coming in off of the CFL social media or CFL board here.
Yep.
It's right now. We don't know what time or when or why you're watching this, but it's 10:30 in the morning here in Alberta on a Thursday. A brisk. No, it's warm. Is it warm out or is it?
It's hazy out due to those fires,
That's
and
right.
of course our best wishes go out to those in northern Alberta that are
firefighters.
getting evacuated and
The firefighters.
Yep.
And the people themselves. That's right. But bizarre news coming here that me and Abe Blunt, we were just questioning ourselves. We were questioning life, and we were actually questioning the CFL. But Toronto, the Argonauts are taking on the Montreal Alouettes right now.
as we speak right now, it's happening.
It's end of the second quarter. I repeat, it is 10:26 a.m. on a Thursday morning. The CFL has just got me.
Yeah, so there it would be 12:30.
Everyone's at work.
Yeah, it makes no
sense.
No. It defies logic.
I can just see in your face. You're quite perplexed.
Yeah.
Quite taxing.
Quite beside myself.
Quite taxing.
What the fuck?
On the
CFL.
mind. But yeah, so they're leading right now. Fucking 27-6. That's weird.
Yep.
Why is that happening?
I don't know.
I feel like we're in some kind of time bubble
Yep.
or something. We're out of sync. Oh, we're out of sync.
We are out of sync.
This is not sync sports.
Yep.
Anyways, so enough. You think that the Eskimo should start earlier, or CFL should start earlier? Or do
It
you think
should,
that-
I think.
Do you like the biggest reasons a lot of people like it the way it is because it's tradition. the CFL is played in the Grey Cups in November, and you risk the elements. You risk the elements of the snow, right? And so, but as far as I'm concerned, that takes from the majestic beauty of these CFL athletes in the snow and stuff. So I like football played on grass in. I don't care if it's colder, but on goddamn grass. I myself am saying that it should be started 3 weeks earlier.
It'd be nice if it started in May. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was no. I myself don't like when the playoffs are all snowy and
gloomy.
Yeah, it's hard to. I'm trying to articulate this.
It's unsettling.
Yeah, and I don't like it. Is the bluntest way to put it.
The bluntest spoken.
Keep the conversation going and have your say. You can follow the guys by going to Sync Broadcasting on Facebook, Instagram @Sync Sports, Twitter @Sync Sports Inc.
This is a Sync Broadcasting production.
So yes, well, yeah, I'm actually quite surprised how Edmonton did, but then again, they're just for the I'm talking about the Edmonton BC game, 22-7, whatever the score was. But then again, they're just warming the players up. They're evaluating players. Mm-hmm. They're still putting the team together. So it shouldn't shock us that much. That
yeah, and BC did play a lot of their prospects, so it's not like it was an actual CFL team versus another CFL team.
You think that the BC Lions would throw Riley in just to warm him up a bit, just to get him
used to the offensive schematics that they have in BC.
Yeah, just get the heart going, right? Get the blood pumping for the new season. What else is going on in sports that you'd like to talk about, my friend? Is there anything that is fascinating you? Is there anything that's pissing you off? Like what's going on in Mr. Blunt's bucket?
Curiously enough, I'm most excited for the NBA finals. Yeah, I actually watched the final game when they beat the Milwaukee Bucks, and I know that they're heavily up against it, playing the Golden State Warriors. They're trying to turn themselves into perennial champs. Are the Warriors? So the Raptors are the underdogs in this one.
Oh, yes,
definitely.
Golden State's been there 5 years in a row.
I think so.
And they've won 3 of the 5 championships. But for Raptors, they've got some good news. Is the Golden State their big dog is injured. Mm-hmm. So we've got that with us.
We do.
They've got that with them, and now you out there have got that with you.
Yeah. So the series starts tonight. I'm sure everyone will be everyone who gives a damn. I'm not sure if I give a damn enough to watch again. Maybe I'll watch the games when it ekes towards the finals.
My question, I'm full of questions. Okay. Is how should us bandwagon jumpers feel? Should we feel some sort of shame?
I feel
some
icky.
Sort of guilt, like just leeching on to the tail end of a beautiful playoff run. This team that's been in Toronto, a team that we said they're Toronto's team. They're not Canada's team. Yeah. I've said that many times. Like don't. But now that they're in the playoffs, the finals, I feel like going out and grabbing myself a "We Are the North" T-shirt and wearing it proud and putting a flag on my car. It feels driving around the neighborhood and chanting "Go."
It feels wrong. It feels weak to jump on the bandwagon, but I will give them a watch is what I'll do.
We can be quite blunt when we're talking. Yeah. We don't act like we're Raptors fans. We don't,
I've never watched a game until
in its entirety.
Yeah, not even in its entirety. I just tuned into the better half of the last game.
Should I feel guilty about what was that hand gesture all about, man? You cut me off.
Oh, I was just letting you know that we were running out of time.
Okay.
I was watching the clock a little.
Speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I talking about?
Jumping on the bandwagon.
Oh, right. Yes, I was going to say, should I feel guilty that I've never watched a Raptors game in its entirety? What I do is I wait till about the third quarter. Halfway through the third quarter, then I tune in for that remaining quarter, or possibly even the fourth. I have waited till halfway through the fourth as well. to me, and I know basketball fans are going to want to slap me upside the head or throw their knee into my balls. Yeah. I understand that. I get it.
They're going to be like, where were you this whole time?
Where were you? And also, why don't you don't deserve to be cheering on the Raptors. Maybe they'll be happy, some of them, that diehard hockey fan is jumping on board for the remainder of the season, and then I'll be gone. Let's be honest. I'm going to be gone as soon as the
We won't be returning.
No. If the Raptors don't win, I'm not watching it again.
Yeah. But I would say that the Raptors organization would be happy if you bought some of their swag. And as far as the fans, they have their opinions, and
they have that with them.
They do. So
they have that with
everyone has their opinions, but
should I feel guilty about the way I'm watching this sport, like jumping in with the last quarter? Are you the same way? Do you watch the end of the game, or do you watch the highlights?
I would say no, we don't need to feel guilty, and here is why. We're not acting like we've always been there. We're very honest that we're tuning in like halfway through the game. We're tuning in during the final rounds. We're tuning in just for the playoffs. We're not lifelong fans. We likely never will be, but we're here for you now, Raptors. We are the North. Now, not always.
Not always, but for this immediate playoff run, we are the North.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
I'm with you on that one. I got some sort of wheeze happening.
It's that haze, man.
It's that time of the year.
We are like a level 7 danger zone in Alberta as far as the smoke goes.
Christ.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. Something about the air index. It's like level 7, which is like don't be doing strenuous activity.
That's not
there.
Our field, anyways. That's not our field. We don't run a weather network. We run a half-assed sports show. Yeah. All right. So Raptors, I think are gonna win it all.
You think?
Yeah, I do. And I don't know if it's a best of 5 or 7 or 10. I'm sure it's 7. I think it is best of 7. Regardless, I'm going to say Raptors in the full 7.
Yeah, I imagine I'm gonna stick with you on that one. Raptors in 7 sounds like a good.
Dinosaur Park is going to be
Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, is it? Is it Dinosaur Park or Jurassic Park?
I do believe it's Dinosaur Park.
Okay.
I could be incorrect.
The park.
We'll call it the Park of.
Yep.
The Park of Dinosaur People. Just we'll go with Jurassic.
Again, illustrating how
Jurassic sounds
little
better.
we are
Jurassic
fans of this.
sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
So, what do you? I forget what I was saying.
We were talking about the Raptors.
Yeah. I sounded like Captain Kirk. I forget what I was saying.
We were talking about Raptor Park or Dinosaur Park?
Jurassic Park, right? I think that sounds cooler. We'll go with that. So, what's your final prediction in that fiasco?
I'm going to stick with you and say that it's going to go to 7. The Raptors have the momentum. They have a full nation behind them.
The backbone of the nation.
So they have that, and if they can utilize that force.
We're the backbone. They are the heart. Oh, no. Maybe we're the heart. No, they're the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
We're the backbone.
We're the backbone. Okay, well, so Raptors are going to lose in the 7th game, you think?
Nope, they're going to go all the way.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to change my prediction.
Okay. I was just trying to stick with you.
Well, I'm going to go Raptors lose in 6.
Okay. Bottom line, I hardly care, but go.
Yeah, I don't care either, but it would be nice to have some opposing predictions, so there's a bit of tension between us. So I'm going to go Raptors lose it in 6.
All right. You can stick with your Raptors because I'd rather the Golden State Warriors be perennial champions than...
Well, why don't you go Raptors lose in 6 and I say win in 7? Okay. Or whatever number you want.
7. It's going 7 and the Raptors are dropping.
Okay.
Final
word.
There
you have it. My predictions have been better than his. So that's a good thing, my friends.
It bodes well for you.
It bodes well. All right. I know we're jumping back and forth here. I just want to update the upcoming season 2 if you're a fan of the CFL. Edmonton will be taking on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That's coming up on Friday. Looks to be a 6:30 start time. 8:30 Eastern and 6:30.
6:30 Mountain.
I'm scratching myself like some kind of drug addicted.
Yeah. Just need your fix. As soon as our time's up, Gravy's gonna go shoot in the back room.
Just blood starts dripping down my arm from me scratching through my skin. Ooh, I shouldn't be joking about that. I apologize. That's terrible.
It's not
Absolutely.
good banter.
No, that's terrible. There's lots of people with addictions out there, and we shouldn't be
And our hearts
fucking
go out
around.
to you.
We shouldn't be fucking around like that.
Next up, the Saskatchewan Saskatoon.
You're gonna say Saskatoon?
I was going to say Saskatoon. All right. Saskatchewan Roughriders are going to be taking on the Calgary Stampeders. And that's going to be taking place. I can't read the ticker very well.
That is 7 o'clock Eastern time. Or 9 o'clock Eastern time, so it'll be 7 o'clock.
And what day is that?
That will be on Friday as well.
Friday as well. So Good Friday for football.
And Saturday on the weekend, Hamilton will be taking on Ottawa.
Yeah.
That's it for this weekend, or this week, preseason week, and it is week 2. So this is the final week, and then we get underway next week. So we're
get down to brass tacks.
Sync Sports has arrived. The plane, the Eagle has landed on time for some CFL action. Anything else going on here? Going to finish off with some hockey here, as it's prediction time. Actually, we already did it, didn't we?
We did our predictions, but let's
dissect it.
Let's dissect what's happened the first
couple of
games.
Open her up and rip what are those jaws of life?
Yep.
And get the rib cage opened up and tinker with our thoughts.
Yep.
Our thoughts are our tools.
Okay, what do we got? What are your thoughts on what's taking place so far? Right now, the series stands 1-1. The Blues won it in overtime last night, so that was a good show by them. Obviously, as you know, I'm going for the Bruins, so I did not like that outcome.
Let's just quickly update everybody on our predictions here. Mm-hmm. So for the first round, I had Boston, St. Louis, Islanders, and my dark horse moving on, Carolina. So that's I had 1, 2, 3. I had all 4 moving on.
Nice.
And in the first round, you had your dark horse, San Jose, and Boston moving on. You got those 2.
Yeah.
The second round, oh my God, I can't even read this. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
It was intriguing.
That is just terrible. Anyways, whatever. It was an intriguing run, and I hate to boast, but I have to. I made some good predictions, and
you did.
We're gonna see what goes on here for the final round. Is we have got St. Louis Blues, who are coming back to life. It's been a weird first 2 games because Boston, they did not have their legs.
No,
they were not going until halfway through the second.
Yeah, but
they clawed back.
Of course, that was expected. They had like a week and a half off, so
they clawed back. I like saying that. They clawed back. Yes, and they came back, and what was that, 4-2 the first game?
It was, yep.
So good on Boston for that game. Bad on St. Louis for not punishing the way they're known for punishing.
Yeah, they should have taken advantage of that opportunity, and they did not. They did not finish it out as
right. But game 2 was epic, of course.
That was a good game.
That was a hell of a game.
Most of it.
That was a game for the records.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on watching Patrick Maroon playing for his hometown Blues? Would you rather not have seen Blue Cheech get traded to the Blues and keep your hands on Maroon, or what are your final thoughts on that before we leave for this day?
Well, Maroon was a fan favorite in Edmonton, so it was hard to watch him go, but he wanted to be close to his son, so...
Are you going to cry?
No. Got a little thing with her. Let me go.
I thought I saw a tear start to well up out of your right eye.
No, I was fighting off a cough, so... he has a great relationship with his son. It was
God
great.
Bless him for that.
So it's nice for him to be close. I'm sure he's warming everyone's hearts in St. Louis.
Okay. Thank you for joining in to Sing Sports this afternoon, morning, evening, whenever you're tuning into this show on the rise or on the forefront.
Yeah. A meteoric rise, if you will.
Meteoric rise. There we go. Forefront would be above everyone. So I take that. I delete that word out of my sentence. Anything else? That's it for us.
That's it, man.
For us.
We're solid.
That's it. Almost did the old Ed Women. Another edition.
Yep.
Sync Sports.
In the meantime and in between time.
Keep the conversation going and have your say. You can follow the guys by going to Sync Broadcasting on Facebook, Instagram @Sync Sports, Twitter @Sync Sports Inc.
Thanks for listening to Sync Sports.